Chosen one, sit with me for a moment, just a moment, because what I'm about to say is something you've needed to hear for a very long time. You were never meant to struggle like this, not like this, not this hard, not this long, not with this much pain layered on top of more pain. And I know that might be difficult to receive because you've been struggling for so long that it started to feel normal, expected, like maybe this is just your life, your portion, your lot. But it's not. It was never supposed to be. And God wants to explain why it happened anyway. So stay with me, because this explanation changes everything. First, let me acknowledge what you've been carrying, because before the explanation comes, the weight needs to be seen. You've been fighting battles that most people don't even know exist, battles that have no name, no category, no support group, no one who fully understands. You've been carrying financial pressure that follows you no matter how hard you work. You've been navigating relationships that drain more than they restore. You've been showing up for people who disappear when you need showing up for. You've been praying prayers that feel like they dissolve before they reach anywhere. You've been holding yourself together with whatever is left after giving everyone else what they needed from you. And underneath all of it, there's been this quiet, devastating question. Why is this so hard for me? Why does everyone else seem to move forward while I keep hitting the same walls? What am I doing wrong? Nothing. You are doing nothing wrong, and God wants you to know that before anything else. You are not being punished. You are not cursed. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. What's happening to you has an explanation, and it's not what you think.
Here's what God showed me. The struggle you've been experiencing was not designed for you. It was designed against you. There's a difference. Designed for you means it was part of the plan, the curriculum, the preparation. Designed against you means someone or something recognized what you carry and worked deliberately to bury it, to exhaust you, to keep you so consumed with surviving that you never had the energy to step into your purpose. Think about it. What happens to a person who is constantly in financial crisis? They can't think beyond the immediate. They can't invest in their calling. They can't take risks. They can't build. They're trapped in survival mode. What happens to a person who is constantly in emotional turmoil? They can't access their gifts clearly. They can't lead from a stable place. They can't pour into others when they're constantly being emptied. What happens to a person who is constantly exhausted? They don't have the energy to step into what's calling them. They postpone, they delay, they tell themselves, when things settle down, I'll start. But things never settle down because the struggle was designed to ensure they never do. Do you see it? The struggle wasn't random, it was strategic, aimed at someone specific, at you. Because you were always a threat to the darkness, to the systems that benefit from people staying small, to every force that understood what would happen to the world if you ever fully activated. And so the strategy was simple. Keep them struggling, keep them surviving, keep them so focused on the problem in front of them that they never look up and see the purpose above them.
But here's where God steps in. Because the struggle was never his plan. It infiltrated the plan. It hijacked seasons that were meant for growth. It extended timelines that were meant to be shorter. It added weight that was never assigned. And God has been watching, not passively, actively, working inside the struggle, pulling good from what was meant for harm, building strength from what was meant to break you, creating wisdom from what was meant to confuse you,
building resilience from what was meant to destroy you. He took what was aimed against you and used it for you. But He wants you to know He never ordained the level of pain you experienced. He never designed you for this degree of suffering, and He is angry on your behalf. Not a distant, cold anger, a Father's anger, the kind that rises when someone hurts what belongs to Him, the kind that says, "Enough, this stops now. What was taken will be returned. What was delayed will be accelerated. What was stolen will be restored double." That anger is moving on your behalf right now. Here's what God is about to do. Everything the struggle cost you is about to be addressed. The years it stole are about to be redeemed through acceleration. What should have taken 10 years is going to happen in 1. The opportunities it blocked are about to reopen, not similar ones, better ones. The relationships it damaged are about to be restored or replaced with ones that were worth more. The confidence it eroded is about to be rebuilt, stronger than before, unshakable, because it went through fire and survived. The dreams it delayed are about to be activated with more precision, more power, more impact than if they had arrived on the original timeline. Because you are not the same person who started this journey. You are refined now, tested now, proven now. And what God is releasing to you now, you can actually hold. You couldn't before, not because you weren't worthy, but because you weren't ready. And the struggle, as painful and unfair as it was, made you ready.
Here's what God needs from you right now. Release the story that the struggle defines you. It doesn't. It developed you. Release the belief that you are behind. You're not. You're exactly on time for the new timeline God is releasing. Release the shame of what didn't work. It wasn't failure. It was education. The most expensive kind, but education nonetheless. Release the bitterness toward people who contributed to your struggle. Not for them, for you. Because bitterness is the only prison where you hold the key but refuse to use it. And release the fear that it will always be like this. It won't. The season is changing. The atmosphere is shifting. The struggle is ending. Not because life becomes perfect, but because you are finally being positioned on the other side of what was designed to stop you. Now, let me speak to what you deserve. You deserve to wake up without dread. You deserve relationships that feel like rest. You deserve financial stability that allows you to breathe. You deserve to operate in your gifts without constantly fighting for survival. You deserve to be celebrated, not tolerated, not used, celebrated. You deserve to walk into rooms and feel like you belong, not like you're an outsider looking in. You deserve peace. Deep, settled, unshakable peace. Not because you earned it perfectly, but because it was always meant to be yours. And it's coming. All of it, piece by piece, season by season, step by step, until the life you were always meant to live becomes the life you're actually living. One final word. You were never meant to struggle like this, but you did, and you survived it every single day. You showed up, you kept going, you held on. When giving up was easier, when disappearing felt safer, when quitting made more sense, you stayed. And that staying, that refusing to be finished, is the most powerful thing about you. It's what qualifies you. It's what prepares you. It's what makes the breakthrough, when it comes, completely undeniable. Because everyone will see what you went through to get there, and they will know that what's in you cannot be stopped, cannot be broken, cannot be buried, no matter what was sent against it. In the comments, write one of these. I was never meant to struggle like this. Or write the number 888. Or write, my struggle is ending. Your declaration is your agreement that this season is shifting, that the explanation has been received, that you are ready for what comes next.
Subscribe and stay close, because God is not done speaking, and what comes after the explanation is the restoration. Chosen one, you were never meant to struggle like this. God just explained why it happened. Now watch what He does to make it right. Amen.